Hi everybody, this is Jerry Dunbar with Oakley Trucking. Guys have asked me information about pre-qualifying to come on to lease on with Oakley. First things is to know whether you are qualified to lease on. I would go ahead and contact Oakley and go ahead and get your application in, get it done, and make sure that you are pre-qualified. Then after that point, you can select your time frame of when you want to get ready to come over, but at least you know you're ready then. And to contact Oakley to do that, you go on their website, oakleytruckinginc.com, and go into the driver side to apply, and you can do that online. The other way, if you have other questions, is call Jeremy Kellett. He's a recruiting director, and his number is 501-320-8448 to call Jeremy. But what I want to go over too is, are you physically, financially, and emotionally ready to come over to Oakley? If you're already a company driver or you're already an owner-operator but you're not happy where you're at, we'll go over some things here that will help you make that decision. I would recommend that you take a legal pad and mark pros over here and cons over there, and put a line through it in the middle of it, and sit there and write these things down of why you're wanting to come to Oakley, what you expect to gain from that, and what your goals are as far as like home time and money, and whether you're being happy or not, so on and so forth. So one of the things are financially, buying a truck. Buying a truck is a big decision to make. Recommend that you do a rig dig report, make sure you have enough money for either down payment or outright purchase. They require trucks, unless they're pre-approved, to be at least 5 years or newer. Of course, be able to pass inspections and so on and so forth. Also, we recommend that you have a substantial amount of money or credit cards, which credit is not as good as having the money in the bank, but to have between $10,000 and $30,000 set back for if you have emergencies. You have emergency breakdown, you have an accident, and you need to either rent a truck or buy another truck, or have your truck down for a month or so mechanically, then you're prepared for that. Also, you're going to need to have $550 for your federal tax, 2290 heavy duty use tax, and also, depending on the state that you're in, you'll have to have your personal property tax on your truck paid for the previous year, or however your state does that. You don't have to do the sales tax, because on the sales tax, because you're leasing on for commercial commerce, they abate your sales tax, so you can avoid that. Next thing is, when you go to buy a truck, if you don't already have one, is truck choice. And the hopper bottom truck choice is important because we get bonuses for the more net weight that you can haul. Between 49,000 pounds and 52,000 pounds, there's a spread there of 15 cents a mile difference in 5 cent a mile increments for each 1,000 pounds that you can haul. So over a year's period of time, it can make a big difference. Also, on the hopper side, you want to be recommended that you have a truck that is 18,500 pounds or less, so you can maximize your weight. Also, probably either a flat or a mid-roof truck, so a lot of places on the hopper side, we have to pull through loading spouts and bays and things to load and unload, and the studio or condo sleepers just don't work as well for that. You'll run into having to back into places a lot of times if you have a condo instead of a midroof or flat top. On the end up side, that doesn't really matter. You just need to be able to haul a net weight of, between around 45,000 pounds up. And then on the pneumatics, it really doesn't matter. In fact, a higher sleeper Aerodyne cab or a condo cab is actually better because it helps with the wind around that trailer. That trailer is so tall that it does help that. So in your truck selection, you're concerned about weight, gears, right? If it's set up right for you. And then also, we want to watch out for warranties when you buy a truck. Make sure they cover your after treatment, the DEF, EGR, and all that kind of thing. Because in these newer trucks, that's where the majority of the problems are, is with the after treatment system. So just be aware. I personally like to do a rig dig report on every single truck that I purchase or look at. You can buy a rig dig thing, rigdig.com. It's like a Carfax for trucks, and it's a good thing to do. Check it out. Also, I ask about previous ownership and so on and so forth. Now, a lot of guys have asked me about learning more about being an owner-operator, and there is a great website, a great guy, Kevin Rutherford. He has a website called Let's Truck, and he has a audio series, 4 CD audio series, says stop holding the steering wheel and start driving your business to success. That is a great 4 audio series. It goes everything from preparing yourself to be an owner-operator, to buying a truck selection, lease selection, everything. I mean, it covers everything. It's well worth it. And also, if you ever get a chance to go to a CMC courses, that would be another great thing. On Let's Truck, there's also a great bookkeeping program that is specific for trucking called Profit Gauges. It's $19 a month. Go to letstruck.com, go into the Profit Gauges deal, sign up, and you can keep track of do your settlements, enter those in. I do mine at the end of the week, and it takes me 5 minutes, and then at the end of the month it takes me about 30 minutes to enter in all my maintenance receipts and all that stuff. And then at the end of the year, you're done. Take it to your tax person, and then they also have a tax preparing end of that Let's Truck organization. And that's important for those people, because knowing how to do taxes for a truck-specific industry is really different than most all of the other self-employed things that you can do. So another rule of thumb is you want to set back about 10 cents a mile for maintenance in a maintenance savings account. Oakley provides that if you want to do that. You don't have to, but they will do it if you want to. Oakley has you can put $200 a week, $100 a week, whatever you want to a week in there, and then they pay you interest on that money. And then let's say you have something happen, or you want to take off a week vacation, and you want some of that money out of your savings, then you just tell accounting, and they transfer it to your bank account. So it makes it really easy. I know a lot of guys they're excited about buying a truck. They're having problems or they're not happy as a company driver. And all the different things about waiting to load or unload, or a load canceled, or something broke down, or where you're loading or unloading or whatever, that doesn't happen all the time. It does happen. It does happen at Oakley just like it does everywhere else. But the coolest thing about Oakley is that if it's over 2 hours, you fill out a detention to married sheet. We get paid for it, and I've gotten paid more from Oakley on detention to marriage than I ever have, even under my own authority or pulling for anybody else. So it's very cool. Anyhow, again, contact phone numbers. Contact Jeremy Kellett with Oakley Trucking at 501-320-8448, and he can send you then to either he'd take care of it or one of the other recruiters. They do a great job. If you have any questions at all about trucking or getting ready to be an owner-operator or anything, then you can give me a call. I'd love to help people, so give me a call anytime. 417-761-3833. My name is Jerry Dunbar. 417-761-3833. Thank you and have a blessed day.